Hi there and welcome to episode 29 of our Prison Architect Let's Play series. First thing I need to say is that our prisoner intake is been altered so that 40 prisoners will arrive at 8 AM this coming morning. So I've just done that by editing the save file because we need more prisoners. And we currently have 80 odd, so that'll put us a little bit above what we could actually take, but that'll be fine. That'll put us up to about 120. We can take that plus 16 anyway, so that's absolutely fine. Let's do a shakedown while we start. So Alpha 18 has just been released, and what that means is people won't work in the workshop anymore unless they have proper training. So we need to figure out how to do that training. And do we have the ability to do training? We have, I believe all we need is prison labour. I mean, we can open up education now and put classrooms in, but I think all we need is prison labour, and we can create some sort of task in the program that will allow us to do some sort of workshop safety induction. So we've got 29 people interested, 12 AM till 2 PM. That's not when I want to do that. How can we set the timing of that? If we create 5 PM to 7 PM. Ah! That's not 12 AM, that's 12 PM. Ah, interesting. So 12 till 2 and then 5 till 7 should actually fit in. 12 till 2 and 5 till 7 should fit in perfectly with our work, which is cool. So in fact, let's take away some of the free time, put free time back in there, extend the working hours so there's 3 hours per work, and then let's go back here again, let's stop those again and create those again. So now it's 11 till 1 and 4 till 6. Cool. So let's also get some kitchen safety and hygiene on the go. That will train up 10 people per day, and in fact I don't think we can 11 till 1. Oh yeah, because it's working hours, yes, so that's fine. So that will work perfectly fine. We will also get, I think it's good to have behavioural therapy as well. And in fact, let's get 2 behavioural therapies, because we only have 2 working slots, so that should be absolutely fine for everyone to have something to do. So we've got 17 people interested in the workshop safety induction. Our workshop can take 17 people. So we can't actually get anyone working in there at the moment, but we will be able to eventually train 17 people up to do that. So that's that done, and next let's not do anything with the toilet. Let's actually work on opening some more cells. So let's go into our materials, brick wall, and start laying out some more cells. Okay, so we've got 10 more cells now. They're just being built at the moment. I'm not quite sure where the workers are actually. Oh, they are working. They're just getting a bit held up by doors. But we'll have 10 more cells very soon, so we'll have even more increased capacity. Where are those prisoners? In another 2 minutes or 1 minute and a half, and we'll be at 115. So we'll only be 5 over. So that's really good. I've also deployed another guard into this area here because apparently the deployment wasn't working for that area. So we have a guard in each kind of wing of this cell block here, which is good. Everyone seems to be quite happy at the moment. Let's have a quick look at our needs. Yeah, everyone's perfectly fine. Everyone's perfectly content. These TVs are getting used up a bit. We'll need to have some sort of rec room soon. I think the next big building we do is going to be some sort of rec room. Or maybe actually another workshop to do that, do the carpentry stuff to make beds, because that's quite a new thing in Alpha 18, which is going to be really cool. So, new prisoners are arriving, 40 new prisoners, and anyone with interest in cooking meth on a large scale, funny that. Oh god, he's stuck. Oh, he's being run over multiple times. Paul Law was a bus driver convicted of manslaughter of 44 passengers after falling asleep at the wheel and causing a 55 vehicle accident. That's quite impressive. You don't often get 55 vehicle accidents. So this is a bit of a mess here now that we've got our storage and deliveries and garbage all right next to each other. We could really do with using some of those solitary doors, and we've got loads of just random crap. We need to build a morgue as well, obviously, because we've got loads of morgue beds, morgue slabs. We've got just loads of rubbish that we need to use, so we need to figure that one out. We do need to reopen some sort of solitary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 solitary doors there that we're not using at the moment, so we'll need to use them eventually. And everyone is quite happy. Oh, -200 reform program session. Ah, so reform programs actually cost us money. That's interesting. Where's our psychologist, though? Where's... oh, there he is. And there's actually no one going to there. Anyway, so, fair enough. But people are being trained in the kitchen. This is really cool. Look at this. People are actually being trained in the kitchen by this cook. That's awesome. These guys are wearing glasses. Sunglasses. Fair enough. And is anyone being trained in... yeah, people are being trained in the workshop as well. By the foreman. That's really cool. So let's have a quick look at these guys. And let's have a look at your experience. So, your pass chances... is that big red bar... oh! It's a success. So he can actually work now. Oh, that's really cool. He only needed 1 session. Wow, that's really cool. And the rest of the work time, I guess we don't really need to do anything then. One thing we will need to do as well soon is expand this cleaning cupboard, because the cleaning cupboard is a little bit small for this prison at the moment. But we'll have to do that when we've got a bit more cash. We're running a little bit low at the moment. Check it out. People are in class again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the class. All being trained by the foreman at the moment. That's really cool. I'm really enjoying this. This is just a really cool little aesthetic. So, what's your experience looking like? John Cantlow? Uh-oh. Lag. So his pass chance is increasing very quickly, actually. And, yeah, everyone's just happy. This prison is just a wealth of happiness at the moment. This guy can already pass. So his pass chance is pretty much 100%. This guy, not so much. So why isn't he going to pass? What's wrong with you then? Doesn't really tell me much about why he wouldn't pass, just that he's not very happy, I guess. Where's he gone? I don't even know where he's gone anymore. There he is. So, you need a better environment. That's a new thing that I've seen. I've not seen environment that much before. Sleep, food and clothing. You definitely need some better clothing, and your prisoner uniform's damaged. So what you're saying is you've ripped your prison uniform up, and now you're upset about it. Okay, well, there you go. Danger level's increasing, though, so let's have a quick look at that. People need sleep, so it's going to be these 40 prisoners. They just don't actually have enough sleep at the moment. The food is definitely going down there, so they're going to be quite happy about that. And I guess when nighttime rolls along, they'll all get a little bit happier once they're all tucked in bed. Nice and warm. Okay, so we still made a fair amount of cash there, just doing a quick shakedown as per the nightly routine. We should be able to... we've got 25 prisoners coming in the morning. We're currently 3 under capacity, which means that we can fit 19 more. So if we get these 5 prison cells here sorted, we should be in a good place. So let's just build these very quickly. Okay, we had a few people being released, so these extra 25 prisoners will only just bring us above capacity this time. It's nearly breakfast time. There's a few people with complaints, and that is because everyone is quite hungry at the moment. So as soon as breakfast time rolls on, which is 9 o'clock I believe, then we should be in a better place than we are now. 29 prisoners have serious complaints. These must be these guys that are ridiculously hungry at the moment. And here come the new prisoners as well. So we're now 126 out of 120. So these cells are all completed now and looking sexy as ever. And yeah, we're in a pretty good place. It's time to eat. So those complaints should die down now. Hopefully. Let's check it out. Yeah, look at that. The big active bar being risen. And the complaints, the danger level is decreasing. Only 20 prisoners now. Or, yep, 20 prisoners with serious complaints. 15... 10, and it's pretty much gone now. Awesome. Very good. So let's see who's going to actually do some learning today. We still have our programs up and running. We don't actually need the second program anymore, really, do we? We can just have 1 per day. We'll still have behavioural therapy 2 a day, because more people can get through their behavioural therapy. But it looks like we only need... Oh, 35 interested. Yeah, so we should actually... Let's keep them active, because there's lots of people interested. So, yeah. We'll keep them active, and we should actually get working a lot faster that way. Although, if these guys are actually being trained, will they actually work in the workshops or not? That's an interesting question. Maybe we should just have the morning for learning and the afternoon for working. We might get some more done then. Oh, we had a little bit of an altercation on the way to the canteen there. What's up with everyone? Everyone's a little bit tired, I guess. I'm not sure, really. Whoa, 1 dead bodies? What's that all about? Oh, that's the workman that's been dead for ages, who we don't have a morgue, so he'll just sit there in the hospital bed, not doing much. But yes, we did have a little bit of an altercation there. And these trees in the forestry are getting chopped down as well, and wood is getting left around the workshop, so that's kind of cool. Although we're still not got anyone that's actually qualified to use the workshop yet, so hopefully within the next day or two we'll actually be able to do something here. Okay, time to actually build another building here. So just setting a little building out here, same size as the workshop. May make this into a secondary workshop, actually. Not sure at the moment. I'm going to put a jail door in there, as usual. So they actually have some way of getting in there. Danger level's alright. 20 prisoners coming tomorrow. We just had 10 prisoners today, and the prisoners are down to 113 out of 120 again. So we really need to maintain that, move that higher somehow. I think 100 prisoners for now is okay, but we may have to either find some sort of mod to increase the prisoner intake and increase our capacity overall every day, or just keep saving and editing the save file every day to bring in more and more prisoners. I like to play games in vanilla, but at the end of the day, if we're not getting enough prisoners, then we need to increase that, don't we? Anyway, let's dismantle these outdoor lights that are outdoor. Change the yard around a little bit. It now covers this kind of corridor up here, so when they're yard time, they're just hanging around between the workshop and the canteen and everywhere. May change that again at a future date to be somewhere else, but for now we'll just have the yard there. Okay, so I've figured out why people aren't actually doing any work. The latest alpha version of this has unassigned all the jobs from everywhere. That's why it was. So even though people were trained, they weren't actually doing anything. So now we do actually have people working in our kitchen, our cleaning cupboard, and in our workshop. So that's cool. I believe people are still learning. I'm not 100% on that at the moment. But, well, it's not actually time. It's not actually learning time at the moment. But, yeah, I think that that should sort things out. We should be able to have learning and working at the same time. We need some utilities in that room as well, don't we? Yes, electrical cable. Here we go. Up and across. Not quite sure what we're going to use this room for yet. It may be another workshop. Not 100% at the moment. If it's another workshop, then that cable will be fine, and we'll put some more cabling around to get some more workshop saws and presses. But we could do a kind of lumber type place in this workshop. Actually, that might be cool. So yes, here is someone in the reform program at the moment, with people working either side of him. So there's another reform program. So people are learning while people are working. So that's really cool. We can use this for both. That's awesome. I like that. No one's really in the queue for behavioural therapy at the moment, so we're going to can one of those sessions. We'll keep the morning session open just in case someone does need behavioural therapy in the future. But we've got one person interested in qualifying for carpentry apprenticeship, so I think we will make this some sort of extra workshop. Put a few carpentry benches down there now, because I think, yes, carpenter table. It's a new tool that we can use. Ooh, weights bench. So we also need some sort of common room as well at some point. Okay, I think we'll bring this episode to a close here, now that it's coming to the end of day 54. We will figure out what we're going to do with this room in the next episode. I'm not sure whether we should do another workshop or not, because we don't have enough people qualified for it. But we could always make it into some sort of classroom, or we could make this could be the common room that we've been wanting for a while. Not sure at the moment. And we also need to think about, one, how to increase our prisoner intake, and two, if we are able to increase our prisoner intake by quite a bit, then maybe even starting a new cell block, because these guys down here are getting a bit too far away from the canteen at the moment. So we could potentially start a new cell block up here, and that'd be really cool. But for that, we'd really need to sort out our prisoner intake. We'd need to be bringing in, we need to increase by 10 per day, not just increase by 20 and decrease by 20, because that's a bit pathetic. But anyway, I'll bring this episode to a close. Like I said, as ever, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye now.